guys, today we are going to see programming languages Python. Okay, so Python we are saying as interpreter language. Why we are saying as interpreter language? So computer understands only machine language, that is zeros and ones, correct? So we are saying Python is interpreter language, one of the easiest language. Okay, so interpreter is nothing but we are executing the program. We have a lot of lines, means we will execute each and every line one by one. Okay. You guys know what is the difference between compiler and interpreter. So compiler also executes the program as well as interpreter also executes the program. What is the difference between these two? Okay, so compiler is nothing but it will execute all the lines at the end of the program. Okay, suppose we have huge lines. Okay, we have either 10 or 12 lines. At the end of the program only it will execute all the lines. Okay? But interpreter, each and every line it should be executed. So once suppose a particular third line you have error, you have to rectify the error, then move on to the next line. Okay, so both compiler and interpreter are executed program. Clear? So Python is one of the programming language. So it belongs to the interpreter language. Clear? So we will so in which places Python will be used means in machine language, web development, we have a lot of things. So we will see one by one. Okay. Starting with one example, I am going to display any output. I am going to display any output using this thing is print statement. Using this print statement. So using print statement. So within that, which statement you are going to display in the output screen, you have to give the statement. So which statement you want, you have to give the statement. Okay. I am going to give hello everyone. Then the same thing will be displayed in output screen also. Okay. The same thing will display in output screen also. So we are traveling in any buses, NTC buses, right? So in front of the buses, all the bus routes are displaying, right? For that also you have to use this Python coding. Okay. So in a programming language, a lot of programming languages, C++, Python and all. So I was saying Python is very easy to everyone, means it has no rules. It has no rules. We have to starting with header file, like that we have to say in some other languages, right? But in Python, no rules. So what thing you want, that output we have to display in the output screen. Okay. So the same hello everyone will be displayed in output screen. Okay. Usually, character means a single alphabet. String means set of alphabets. Correct? Character means single alphabet. The normal programming languages, character means single alphabet, string means set of alphabet. But in Python programming language, a string is nothing but either it should be a single character, single alphabet, or set of alphabets. Okay, so it should be either single or set of alphabets in Python. So you guys have a doubt. So how to execute your Python program? So how to execute means. So you are going to type the Python coding in idle software, okay, or terminal. Which one you want? Nothing is there. Go directly go to Google, give online Python compiler, give the Python coding, and you have to to save the file and you have to execute the code, correct? So you have to give any file name. You have to give the file name. So this dot for extension, so using Python coding, right? So dot py. So how to execute a program? The file name dot py. Clear? So first, the print statement is used for display the output. Okay. So here only one thing we are going to display the output. So no need to feed any input of this program. Directly give the print statement for output and give which statement you want. Okay. Clear. So how to execute the program? The corresponding file name in the extension of py. Clear. So these two things clear. Go to the next one. So within the print statement, we are passing the function, right? It's nothing but argument. So we are giving some input. So in programming language, it's termed as argument. The terms only differs. We are feeding as input, right? So we are termed as argument. Okay. So I said delta. So it's the input. So the same input I need to display in the output screen. So I need output. Okay, I need output. So if you compile, this word should be executed in the output screen, right? So that is return statement. So in programming terminology, the output term is named as return statement. Clear? So within the print function, we are passing some input is termed as argument. Clear? So the same term, the same input we are going to display in the output screen is termed as return statement. These 2 points clear? So within the function termed as argument, right? So the argument is classified as 2 types. So first one is separation argument and second one is end argument. So first one is separation argument and second one is end argument. So the name itself, you guys have an idea what's the meaning of separation argument. Here I am passing only one word as input. Suppose I am passing 2 words as input. Suppose hello everyone, hi, welcome to all. We have to separate each and every word one by one. We have to give the term as comma or ash, whatever it is, right? So instead of that, we have to use the term as separation. We will see one of the examples. I need to print the statement as welcome everyone, but I have to segregate the term welcome as well as everyone. Okay. So within single quotation, I have to give both the terms. We have to segregate using the term as comma. Okay. So instead of comma, so this thing means the output should be the same. The output should be welcome, comma, everyone. welcome using the terms comma and then but instead of comma I need add or add symbol or any symbols. Okay, you have to use the term as separate. I have to use underscore means or else you have to give star symbol, which symbol you want you can give. So what is the output of the statement? What any guess guys? What is the output of the statement? So first term welcome should print. So before printing everyone using the symbol as star, which is the symbol as star. And then the second term what we gave actually everyone. Clear? Okay. So normally we are segregate the two words using the term as comma. So instead of comma, any other symbols you are going to use, either at symbol or asterisk, whatever you want. You have to use the argument function as separated. So in short term as sep. Clear? This term is clear. So on the another second type is we saw it n function. So we are going to see the usage of n function. Okay? The same statement I take, welcome everyone. Okay. So we have lot of escape characters, right? What are the escape characters are there? So generally what are the escape characters you guys know? So everyone knows slash n. What is the use of slash n? Go to new line. New line means once the corresponding line will go over, move to the next line, correct? Okay. And then slash t for tab. This one space tab will be given, right? So using the function of tab. So print So I am going to give the tab symbol means nothing but the first term will be displayed in the first line. The second term what we gave that should be displayed in the second line of the program. Okay. So what should be the output? So first line should be the term as welcome. The second line should be the everyone, not in first line. Okay. So this escape character will be used in our giving the address. Address should be in any landmark near to the ground floor, south facing. This street is nearer to this place. Like we are giving lot of addresses, right? For that we have to use the slash tab. So each and every term should be present in one of the line. Clear? So to avoid the confusions. So I need to print the same line for multiple times. Suppose hello the person one or hello everyone. So I have to say the each and every person entering into the class. Okay. Suppose I consider the class having 60 members. So once the particular person entering into the class, I have to display the statement as hello everyone or welcome everyone or welcome to the class. Like this I am going to give the statement as repeated time means you have to use for multiple print statement. single quotes, not double quotes. We have to give triple quotes. So within the triple quotes, which statement you gave, the same statement is printed for that much times. Okay. Okay, clear? So hello everyone, we printed for how many times you want, that much time will be printed, because we have to give multiple print statement. Okay. So within the output statement, we have to give the term as print. So within the function, which statement, which content you want, you have to give the content. Okay. Either it should be single quotes or double quotes. Suppose you are giving in triple quotes, it considered as multiple print statement. So this part is clear. So you guys know, so for in Python, for output we have to display the term as print statement, and then within the function argument we have two function argument. One is separation argument, another one is end argument, and we learn two more escape characters, the slash n and slash t. Clear? On the next one. So next term is string replication. Okay. So string replication means how many times you want. You have to give the count in single line. So that much time the same statement will be printed. Okay. Suppose this always you have to give the print statement for display the output. Okay. So I have to give the statement as the same thing, or we have to give different terms. I have to give hi. So I have to print hi as 4 times. Then you have to give that using the operator as star operator. How many times you want, that much number you have to given here. So 4 times. So in output screen, hi should be printed as 4 times. Okay, clear? Next term is string concatenation. So string concatenation is very simple. We are going to combine two terms, or we are going to club two terms. We are going to merge two terms. Okay. So we have two statements. We are going to combine the statements and display in the output screen. We have to use the term as string concatenation. So I have to use the symbol concatenation for plus. We are going to add two things. Okay. So hello and then or. So what should be the output? Hello or. Okay. So we are going to open any text document using Word document or WPS Office in your mobile, like that. So how to use the Python means, in your laptop you have Wi-Fi or internet connection, directly go to online compiler, type your code, directly you have to run the code. Okay. Or else go to idle and take a new file. You have type the code and save as which program name you want in the extension of P1. Clear? Next one of the important term is variable. So variable is nothing but we will have some values, okay. So that values we are going to store in something. So that storage place is variable, okay. So I have the value as 10 or a 0, whatever it is, okay. So the 0 should be kept in some one of the variable, right. I take it as any one of the variable, but it should be the consecutive variable. I take it as the variable as x, the next variable should be y, okay, not L or M or whatever it is. You guys know in English we have 26 alphabets. So take the any one of the alphabet, next variable should be the consecutive term of the before alphabet, okay. Suppose that before that I am taking the alphabet variable as x. So second variable. So definitely the second variable should be y. Okay. So you have to store any one of the value. I take it as 1. Okay. So I am going to print. Okay, I am going to print these two variables. I am going to print these two variables in the term of sum. So x plus. So what should be the output? So already we feed the variable as well as we feed the value also. So x is the variable, it have the value as 0, okay, and y is another variable, it have the value as 1. So which operation? Addition operation. So it takes 0 plus 1 is equal to 1. So in display screen it displays as 1, okay. So where we going to use Python programming language means we have lot of usages. So one of the usages so I said lot of usages. One of the uses web application, desktop application. So nowadays everyone using the ML languages, right? So in ML also it plays a major role. In machine learning, most of the program runs behind the usage of Python programming language. Okay. Next important topic is data type. First we learn what is variable and another term is data type. Okay, I want to know the type of x. The x belongs to which category? Okay, so I want to know it belongs to which category. So x having what? X having value, that is numbers. So numbers belongs to integers. Numbers belongs to integers. So what should be the output? The class of integer. Class of integer. Because I am asking what is the type of the variable x. So x contain what? 0. So 0 is nothing but number. So number belongs to integer category. So it shows the output as integer. Clear? Suppose instead of 0, so instead of 0, I am storing as any character A, B, C. Okay. So what should be the output for this? Yes. What should be the output? Print type of x. Now x is the variable. It containing the alphabets ABC. So ABC is nothing but it is not a numbers. It is alphabets. It is alphabets. So in the corresponding programming language, you have to say set of characters, not single character, set of characters. integer, it should be this. Clear? I am going to do sum of two numbers. I am taking the first value as 5, in storing the variable as a. Okay. The second value as 25, storing the variable as b. Because I took the first variable as a, the next term should be the consecutive term of the first. Okay. The for first which variable we gave? That is a, right? So second should be the b. So these two terms should be added. The sum should be stored in third variable. So I take the third variable as c. So that should be displayed in the print screen. Clear? So what should be the output? So in the output screen, it displayed 5, 25 and 30 or 30 alone. This is first option. This is second option. Which option is correct? Any guess guys? Which option should be correct? Either the option number 1 or option number 2? Yes, definitely option number 2, because in print it just gives the term as c, but c having a plus b cumulative. So 5 plus 25 should be added. That value should be displayed in the output screen. Okay, not this. Clear? Okay, very simple basic program. I give one of the variable as a. It have the value as 10 within the double quotation. Okay, you guys know within double quotation, whatever we gave, the same thing should be displayed in the display screen also, output screen also. So in print statement, have to use using the term as a. So what should be the output? That is 10. That's it. Okay. So take a minute and think what should be the output. So a is the variable, have the value as 10, and b is the variable, have the value as 20, and c is the sum of a plus b. I am going to display the statement as c. Okay. So what should be the output for this? Okay, I will give the options. Choice number 1. Option number 1 is 10 plus 20 is 30. Option 2 is error, and option 3 is 10 and 20, and option 4 is none of this. Any guess? How many belongs to option 1? Because which operation we gave? Addition. So option the variable a have the value as 10. Variable b have is 20. So 10 plus 20 is nothing but 30. But both are giving in double quotation. So this should be the output. This should be the output. Okay, clear? So how to change it as the value is 30? You have to give one small thing. We will see next program. So I did erase this. numbers. Okay, so 20 is taken as integer. Now the C is taken as A in terms of integer of 10. In terms of integer of 10. So B is nothing but integer of 20. So 10 plus 20 is 30. Now you are out with this 30. Now you guys have your idea what is the difference between these two things? Clear? Thank you.